Okay, for 3B, I'd like you to pause the video and first try to get the answers in red over here to the right on your own for all of these pieces. If you struggle getting any of the answers, then I would restart this video and hear me go through it and watch me go through it. Okay, so hopefully you pause the video and you are now just double checking and or trying to figure out where you might have went wrong. So I'm going to start by solving for this piece here. Okay, so we know, I was just checking on my marker size. We know 1.0 times 10 to the negative 14th equals H plus concentration times OH minus concentration. And we know then 1.0 times 10 to the negative 14th equals H plus, which we don't know, because if you notice in this problem, we're given OH minus. 7.6 to the negative 5th. So now we're going to take 1.0, grab my calculator, 1.0 to the 14th negative, and we're going to divide to isolate our unknown, 7.6 to the 5 negative, so 1.0 to the 14th negative divided by 7.6 to the 5th negative, and I get the answer that we see in red over there, 1.3 times 10 to the negative 10th. All right, so that's the first answer. I need to get pH. So I can do a way of getting pH. I can say that I'm going to actually do POH first. You could technically, again, this is like the other example. There's several ways you can do that. I'm going to do POH first because I know the formula for POH is log, the negative log of OH minus. So that was similar, but just a slightly different answer. So I'm going to take 7.6 because I'm going to take the negative log of 7.6 times 10 to the negative 5th. Now I did that because I had to plug in my OH minus concentration. That's going to give me POH. So if you do the negative log of OH, you get POH. If you do the negative log of H plus, you get pH. So 7.6 to the 5th negative, I'm going to hit the log button, and I'll make this 4.12 if I round 2 places past the decimal with my pH. For POH, excuse me, I did POH. For pH, I know that, I'm going to start this a little bit differently here. I didn't leave myself enough room. I know 14.00 equals pH plus POH. So I'm going to do 14.00 equals pH, which we don't know, but we just figured out POH from doing the negative log of OH concentration. I know it's 4.12. So I'm going to take 14 minus 4.12, and I get my pH to be 9.88. So now we can determine if this is acidic or basic based on a couple things. We can say that it's basic because our pH is greater than 7. You could have also spoke whether it was acidic or basic based on POH. I'm not doing that here, but you could. There'd be nothing wrong with that. Or you could say that H plus concentration is less than the concentration of OH minus concentration. So let's look. H plus we had 1.3 to the negative 10th, which is less than 7.6 to the negative 5th. Okay, that's example 3B.